Weather and life both change quickly. Do you have a farm estate plan? You need to learn the best option to help your family avoid or minimize federal estate taxes and other costs.
I'm Brad Swenson, President of Swenson Investments and Commodities. We work confidentially with farmers, ranchers, and advisors to help develop the best farm estate plan.
During our Farm Basics time today, we're going to discuss how farmers have to handle seed in the spring before planting.
You know, farmers have invested a lot of money in the last 10 years, really, but especially in the last few years, on safer, more gentler seed handling equipment, because seed is a living thing. And this is something that a lot of people forget. Oh, it's just seed, just dump it in and go. Seed is alive. You don't throw it around like a bag of cat food.
So to step back about 30 years, when Darren and I were working...
I don't know if it's quite that long, Brad.
So when Darren and I were working for our dad on the farm, and we used to have to handle soybean seed, for example, and we'd take a 50-pound bag of soybean seed and just throw it in the pickup. And Dad would get all disturbed about that. He just said, you can't do that. You've got to gently set that down on the bed of the pickup. Otherwise, if you throw it hard and it lands down in that metal, you're going to destroy some of those seeds. You can't ever forget that seed is a living, breathing organism. And if you treat it rough, you're going to hurt it and you're going to have a worse stand. You're going to have worse yield during the year. That's not a good thing.
Well, really, in the last 20 years, farmers have gone to handling seed a little different. As farm size has grown, farmers are handling a lot more seed in a day. And let's face it, we don't want to keep dumping 50 or 60-pound bags over the back of a planter all day long. It's so much easier when we can handle that seed in bulk. So the first way that many farmers tried handling, especially soybean seed in bulk, was to use augers. Now, if you've got augers with metal flighting, you're going to damage that seed, and it could be a bad deal. I mean, it might not be that bad if you're keeping that auger full and doing things right. But if you're lugging it through there or overfilling that auger, you're going to bang that seed up quite a bit, and you could hurt germination 20 or even 30% in soybeans.
So then what farmers went to is what they called brush flighting. So part of the auger would be steel, but then there would be these bristles on the outside edges, and that is supposed to be gentler to the seed, and it is, but it's still not perfect.
But the best thing that farmers have done is gone to belt veyors. When you're using a belt, you can handle that seed a lot more gently, especially if at the end of that belt veyor, they aren't going to have a hard metal object that they're going to run into, because some of the first belt veyors just had a regular metal discharge on them, and when they'd run up the belt, everything was fine, and then wham, that seed would slam into a metal part at the end. You've got to have gentle seed handling at the end of that auger as well, because remember, seed is a living thing, and if you're going to plant it in your ground, what many farmers used to do with bin run soybeans is say, well, I know I'm going to ding my seed up a little bit running it through augers and such, I'll just plant 20% heavy. Well, that's fine when you're spending $6 or $8 a bushel on soybean seed per acre coming out of the bin. But now we're spending $40+, maybe $50 a unit on seed. And if you're going to spend $50 an acre, do you really want to put another 20% seed on? I don't think so. I think I'm going to be gentle and use wisely the resources I have.
So the other thing that farmers are now doing, in addition to handling the seed much more gently than they used to, is applying seed treatments or having seed treatments applied right to the seed. So there will be fungicide to protect the seed from diseases. There will be insecticide to protect the seed from bugs. A lot of times there are even biological products that are added to the seed to help give that seed a little more kick, a little more boost early on in the season. So again, in summary, seed handling is a major issue across the United States, and the most important thing for you to remember as a non-farmer is that seed the farmer is going to plant is a living, breathing organism. So whether you're doing this for your garden or for your farm, you've got to handle that seed gently.
Well, some living organisms like seed we want to treat gently. Others we want to treat harshly, like our weed of the week. Can you identify this week's weed?